Hello, friends. Welcome back for day 3 of Crochetmas. I'm so excited you are here. I just now realized I need to make sure I'm on. Okay. Whew, I thought I maybe picked the wrong microphone and then you wouldn't be able to hear me. Hello. Welcome. We are on day 3. So far, we have made a toddler-sized crafty boho Santa hat and a teensy little hamster amigurumi guest posted on my blog by Miranda of Crazy for Crochet Mama. I ended up making mine with puff paint for his little nose. I'll do a close-up here in a little bit on our other angle. While you guys are jumping on, I want to remind you to grab today's showing up live bonus freebie, free gift to you just for being here live. If you go to acraftyconcept.com/Merry, like Merry Christmas, not like Mary and Joseph, you can get the Gracie Doll ad-free PDF absolutely free. This includes the dress pattern, which we will be making today. Today we are making a little festive Christmas dress for our Gracie doll. Please excuse her thumbs. I was experimenting and now she just permanently stands with her thumbs up in the air like a crazy person. It was a bobble stitch, but the placement was a little weird. Anyway, no big deal. You can grab this ad-free PDF by going to acraftyconcept.com/Merry. But as soon as this live ends, that link will no longer work. So you need to open a new window, go to that link, download the PDF to your device. Do not just save the link because the link will be broken. It will no longer work the moment this live is over. So grab the PDF, download it to your device now so you don't forget, and you can take advantage of this free bonus, live bonus. If you are tuning in for the first time and you just happen to stumble upon this on accident, welcome. We're so happy you're here. This is Crochetmas. My name is Ashley. My business is A Crafty Concept, and for the first 10 days of December, we are going live and crocheting one of the free crochet patterns on my blog that would make an excellent Christmas gift this holiday season. If you go to acraftyconcept.com/Crochetmas, you can sign up to the VIP list where you will get freebies delivered in your inbox every single morning around 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's freebie was the adoption certificate to go with your Gracie dolls. So if you make and sell or gift Gracie dolls, you can include a little adoption certificate that the gift recipient, the child, can fill out upon arrival of their new doll, kind of like Build-A-Bear, thinking Build-A-Bear vibes with that. That is a freebie that is in your inbox if you are on the VIP list. There are a couple people who are having issues with their email. If you email support@acraftyconcept.com, they can get you set up and figure out what's happening with the techie. Support@acraftyconcept.com. I don't have that saved as a banner, but I will put it here in the comments for you guys. Email support@concept.com for email help. The girls, Mackenzie and Hannah, will be able to get you guys all fixed up. You're welcome, friends. Glad you are loving it, grabbing those freebies, piling them up on your digital devices. That's the best way to take advantage of all of the free goodness this season has to offer. And last thing before we jump into the pattern, as you continue to follow along for Crochetmas 2024, making the things with me, doing different colors of yarn, different types of yarn, all the fun stuff, be sure to use hashtag Crochetmas 2024 so we can see everybody's makes. I'm trying to share them to my stories when I get a moment to look at all the beautiful creations you guys have made. So keep using this hashtag and we will keep showing the community what we have been working on. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to leave this banner up for a little bit and we are going to jump over to the other side, the other screen here, and get started making our Gracie doll holiday dresses. So here it is up close. I'm gonna leave her little Santa hat off. This is what we're going to be making today. And originally I was going to use this yarn, which is Red Heart Hygge Fur. That was what was in your email this morning. This is what I was going to do. And I was going to make it pink with that fur trim. But as you can see, this fur is not white, it's cream. And I decided very last minute, as one normally does, that I'm going to make this dress today in stripes. So this is what solid looks like. Today I'm going to be making a stripedy version, and it's going to be more like elf vibes, not capital E elf, the non-copyrighted version. So I'm going to be using white. I love this yarn. It's just a worsted weight number 4 yarn. This green, I think it's called jelly bean green. That's what I call it. So that must be what it's called, or I don't think I just would make that up. I don't even eat jelly beans. So I think this is called jelly bean green, but it is a little bit of a sparkle to it. Hopefully it shows up on camera okay. And then just some I love this yarn in the color red. It is 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is zero sunshine in the sky. I have my overlights on, like just regular room lights, and 2 bougie lights that I bought recently just for Crochetmas. I hope you guys can see what we got going on here okay, and it's not chaotic for you. I want to show you the faux fur I decided to switch to because this is solid white and not cream. Cream, I think, would not look good with these colors. So we're doing solid white instead, and this, I believe, is Bernat Pipsqueak yarn. I asked my beautiful friends on Instagram to help me identify this yarn because I have lost its label and I don't buy this yarn regularly. I don't even know why I have it, honestly. And most people think it is Bernat Pipsqueak. It feels like a duster, almost like a Swiffer duster. It feels like it would collect dust if I touched it to a surface that had dust on it, and it would hold on to it really, really well. Hey, Waynell, I'm glad you can make it. Hey, Deborah. Hello, Heather. Welcome, Susie. Diane, I'm so happy you guys are here. Fantastic. So this is what I will be using to make my festive Gracie doll dress. If you are using the Bernat Hygge fur yarn, it's still gorgeous. That's what I used on this one. And when there's not white on the dress, it looks fine. You can still tell that it's cream, but it looks fine. But I thought if I mixed it with white stripes, it would look awful. So also here's my little hamster that I made with the puff paint for the nose, and I ended up adding a little bit of white around the eyes, just trying it out. I think it turned out really cute. I also had an idea today. I shared in my stories on Instagram. Somebody, you know those crocheted pickles that people make? Somebody made like outfits for them to make them look like a Christmas tree or a snowman. I shared it in my stories on Instagram. How cute would it be if we made little Christmassy outfits for this guy? Just like a tube a tube with a face hole that you could plop him in and make him look like a snowman or a Christmas tree. I think that would be so super cute. Just wanted to share that idea with my friends who also probably have been making these little hamster things. Okay, as well as the yarn, I will be using 2 crochet hooks today, my G 4.0 millimeter and my H 5 millimeter, scissors. I have all the things. I don't know if I'll be using all the things, but I have them all. I will also be using a needle and some thread for sewing on these buttons. Ooh. These are my buttons. They're small. I'm not sure of the size. I would say like a 1/4 inch. No, half inch. I'm really not sure. We put it in the email though, like a millimeter. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. It just needs to be, the ones that I used on this dress are bigger. It just needs to be small enough and big enough to go through this little hole that we will make with 4 chain stitches. So if that helps you kind of pick out the right button size. Just a small button, but not a tiny button. I think you'll be good. Let's dive in to our dress. I'm going to start with my green and really hope that that's enough yarn. It should be. And I'm going to go ahead. Make sure you grab your freebie. Your bonus show up live freebie at craftyconcept.com/Mary, and you can get this for free just for showing up live as my thank you gift to you. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm going to move that banner because it's distracting, and we're going to get started on our dress. Sir, excuse me, ma'am. You can hang out down here. I bookmarked the dress portion of the pattern. Let's start with our G hook and our green yarn. My plan is a green top and then red and white striped skirt. That's my plan. So we're going to start with our G and make a slip knot. Okay, so it says pull out and ball up a small portion of yarn to leave as your starting tail. So the reason that we do this is so you don't have to sew in as many tails. So you don't have to rejoin yarn and sew it in. So I'm just going to pull off. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much that is. If you're worried about it, do a little bit more than you think you're going to need. That's probably way too much, but we're just going to go with it. This is what I have. That's what I have pulled to the side. We're going to make a slip knot. And we're going to chain 13. Let's move my camera a little bit. Sorry, don't get car sick on me. And let's come a little closer. Here we go. I'm so glad you love her. You come. Okay, so we're going to chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Skip the chain closest to your hook and single crochet 12 in the back bumps. So we've already gone over during Crochetmas what the back bump is. I'm going to do it again. So if you see, you can see the different V's of our stitches, our chains here. If you turn this and look on the back behind the V's, you see these horizontal bars connecting the V's. Those are your back bump stitches. So we're going to skip the back bump closest to our hook, which is this guy all the way over here. And we're going to go into this guy here. And that is going to be where I place my first of 12 single crochets. I yarn under. You probably yarn over. Doesn't matter which one you want to do here. Do the one you're most comfortable with. It will not affect the finished size or like functionality of your dress. It will still, you won't even be able to tell unless you have a very keen eye. Totally fine. I might say yarn over because that's the lingo, but I might be yarning under. It does not matter for this pattern. You do you. We're going to crochet 12 times in our back bumps. That's 2, 3, and we are starting with the back side of our dress, like behind her shoulders. Oh, I did put up a poll. Well, not a poll. I left an open-ended box on Instagram today asking you guys. I have one of the days for our 10 days, I have an open spot for a freebie suggestion. So if you would like to tell me in the comments here or pop on over to Instagram after this live and tell me in the comments over there what type of freebie that I can design for you, digital freebie that will help you run your crochet business in the month of December, let me know. And I will add that to the list of things that I'll be sending out during these 10 days. Now that we've done our 12 stitches, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Thank you, Asia. Oh, Lila. I am going to try to do that in 2025. I'm going to try to do that in 2025. I'm going to try to make that one of the first things that we do if I'm able to get my brain working. Okay, so row 2, we're going to start with an increase. So that just means 2 single crochets in the same spot. That's 1. The next one is going to go right there next to the one we just did for 2. And then we're going to single crochet across for 10 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to increase in the last stitch, giving us a total of 14 stitches in the row. Row 1 just had 12 stitches. Row 2 has 14 stitches. Chain 1 and turn our work. For row 3, we're just going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way down, again for a total of 14 stitches. That will be row 3. I also have some sparkly red that I thought about using for the skirt. And then you know what? I probably have sparkly white too. I've had these for a very long time. They're in my scraps area, but I thought we'd just go with some regular red. Okay, 14, chain 1 and turn our work. For row 4, we're going to increase, then single crochet 12, and then increase in the last stitch. So we're starting and ending with increases because we are making like a triangle shape for her dress. So if you think like a halter top, that's the vibe that we're going for. Lila, thank you. I know that you told me that before. I know that you show up to Ask Ashley's, and we've had this conversation. Lila. Okay, increase in the last stitch. Then chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to single crochet row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way down for a total of 16. And you could make a Gracie doll with teensy yarn and she'd be really small, but she will take the same amount of time, if not longer, if you're not familiar with working with teensy yarn. So I'm going to design one and get it out. I've already made one. I'm going to polish it up and get it out eventually where you guys can make a pocket size, like that. Okay, chain 1 and turn our work. For row 6, we're going to increase in the first stitch, single crochet down for 14. If anybody is joining us just now, you can go to acraftyconcept.com/Mary, like Merry Christmas, not like Mary and Jesus's mom, and grab today's Show Up Live bonus, which is the Gracie Doll Pattern ad-free PDF, absolutely free, just for being here live with me and making Crochetmas the most fun it can possibly be, because it would not be fun if I was just here by myself talking out loud for no reason. Okay, now we're going to increase in the last stitch for a total of 18, and then we're going to tie off. That is the very back portion of her little dress. So I'm going to take my favorite scissors, 10 out of 10, best scissors in my home, and tie off. And then we're going to set this aside. Oh, Deborah's been making all kinds of Gracie and Grayson dolls and Santa hats and red overall. Oh my gosh, Deborah, you could also add faux fur to the trim of his overalls. I'll show you how to do it around the top portion, but like just around the leg holes would just be super simple. Now we're going to do the same thing, rows 1 through 6 for the front piece of our Gracie doll dress, but we do not have to ball off a whole bunch. You just need to do that for the back piece. So we're just going to make a slip knot and chain 13, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then single crochet 12 in the back bumps, skipping the first one closest to our hook, going down here to this one. That's where I'm going to put my first stitch of 12. And we're going to single crochet all the way down. The Gracie doll, this is Lisa. Hello, Lisa. The Gracie doll takes a while. She's one of her and the blankets that I've designed are one of the longest taking projects that I've designed. I would say, it would take me probably 2 days. I would make all of her pieces in 1 day, maybe 3 days. 2 to 3, and I know it needs to go by hours, and I'm not sure. Deborah might have a better sense because she makes them more regularly than I do. Single crochet 12, chain 1, and turn our work. Also, once you get in the rhythm and you're making them all the time, you can do like an assembly method and make a bunch of legs and arms, and then go back and make the heads and bodies, and then go back and assemble everything. That can make you go a little bit faster. Row 2, we're going to increase in the first stitch. Single crochet down 10 times, 10 stitches in between the 2 increases. And then we will increase in the last stitch. I have my curtains wide open because I have Christmas decorations on my curtain rod and I can't close my curtains, and I'm in a fishbowl and all of the people driving down the road can see me in here doing Crochetmas with you. We're going to increase here in this last stitch, chain 1 and turn our work. For row 3, we're just going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way down for a total of 14 stitches. This is made exactly like the back piece. We just need 1 for the front and 1 for the back. Takes me a couple days working on them off and on. I've never sat down and made start to finish all at once though. Deborah said it does take a while, although I've never tracked my time. 2 days sounds about right for my crochet speed. Chain 1 and turn our work. That was row 3. For row 4, we're going to increase, then single crochet 12, and then increase in the last stitch. She does take a while, but she is cute. Deborah, have you ever tried ironing on her face features? I've seen some people in the fabric world iron on the face features of their dolls, and I think that would make things go a lot faster. Increase in the last stitch, chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to single crochet 16, so just 1 time in each stitch all the way down. This is row 5. Hi, Toby. Glad you could make it. Yay, Vanessa, welcome. Make sure you guys grab your free Showing Up Live bonus today. It is craftyconcept.com/Mary. You can get the ad-free PDF for the Gracie doll. Chain 1 and turn our work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for row 6, we're going to increase, single crochet 14, and then increase again. So we increase here in the first stitch. Welcome, Britt. Glad you could make it. Oh, how fun, Lila. I've wanted to make like a stripedy legged Gracie doll, like maybe black and white stripes to look like leggings. I think that could be very cute. And then increase here in the last stitch. I also made one to look like Jasmine because we went to Disney World when Ava was like, it was like 2 or 3 Octobers ago. I can't remember. Now for row 7. So this is the same as the back piece. And we're going to continue now. I'm going to move these out of the way so the shadows aren't. For row 7, we're going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch. So 18 single crochets. Welcome, Linda. Glad you could make it. Yes, Asia, she was designed to be like a rag doll, like the kind that people make when the sewing people, the fabric people. I had purchased a rag doll from Lemon Lee Dolls. She's on Instagram. Her stuff is so beautiful. Also, great inspiration for how to photograph your Gracie dolls if you needed that. I bought that from her, and I couldn't sew at the time, so I made a crochet pattern. The sewing people. Vanessa, that's such a good idea. The hat on the skeleton doll is giving Nightmare Before Christmas vibes, and I love it, and I haven't made a post about it yet, but I've been meaning to. Okay, now we finished our 18 stitches on the bottom of our front piece. Now we're going to grab our back piece, and we're going to continue with row 7 for 18 more stitches. Now, if we were just now finishing this row and we get to the end here and we chain 1 and turn our work, this is the direction we would be going in. So I'm going to, starting with the tail closest to where my other piece is, I'm going to continue to single crochet across for 18 more stitches. So I'm going to just insert my hook here. I did not chain after these 18. Just keep it going like it's 1 row all the way around. And now we're going to place a single crochet there and then just keep it going for 18 again. And then we'll have 18 plus 18 in this whole row. Let's see, it should be, was that 36? Okay. Then we are going to join these two ends together to make a circle, making sure you don't get it twisted. See, this is what not twisted. If it was twisted, it would look, you know, crazy. Don't get it twisted. And we are going to bring it back around like this. So it's like this, and just like this, because we're making a circle. We're going to join into the top of our first stitch here, but I want to switch colors because I want to do stripes. So if you don't want to do stripes, you just join right here, grab your yarn and chain 2. I'm going to switch colors. So to do that, I'm going to pull this stitch back out. I'm going to start it, but I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to drop everything, cut my yarn, leaving the tail long enough to sew in. And then I'm going to grab my next color, which is going to be red. Then my skirt portion will start and end with red, and then I'll do my white fur around the bottom. It's going to look really cute. Grab my red, finish out the stitch with the red. Then I'm going to close up my dress so far, insert my hook into the first stitch, and then pull through everything to act like I'm finishing out, like joining, okay, like regular. And then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. Okay. Now we are going to switch hooks. No, Chastity, this is for the worsted weight size. If we wanted to make the big one, we would be using blanket yarn, but the pattern is exactly the same. This girl back here. Okay, now we are not going to turn our work. We're going to stay going in this direction, I believe, for the rest of the dress. Switching to our H hook, for row 8, we are going to double crochet increase in each stitch around. So we're going from 36 stitches to 72 stitches. So to do a double crochet, we're going to yarn over or under, whatever tickles your fancy. Insert our hook into the stitch where we just joined. Grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is a double crochet in English standard terms. So we're going to put 2 of those in the same stitch, 2 double crochets together, and we're going to do that in each stitch all the way around for a total of, what was it? 72. Oh, going for 3. That being said, if you wanted your Gracie doll dress to be more like, not really ruffly, to have more body to it, let me show you. So this is what this one will look like. It's just going to be striped. See how it's kind of like bunched up? That is what we're doing now with the double crochets, the 2 in each stitch. If you wanted yours to be more, like more of these, more dress, you can do 3 or alternate between 2 and 3 and make a flowier dress if that is your vibe. That's how you would do it. You would just add more stitches to this row right here. So we're just going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. Super simple, but a little time consuming. And this is going to be, and I'm going to be changing colors for every row. So I'm going to do a red row, and then I'm going to do a white row, and then I'm going to do a red row. You get the idea. I thought it'd be a very cute little fun, festive. I already have a red one. I was going to make a pink one, but then I thought, you know what? Let's get a little festiver. Has anybody had any thoughts about other freebies that I could make? A few people on Instagram suggested Christmas gift tags. I'm thinking like the kind that you cut out and attach to a gift to say like to from. That was a suggestion. A friend of mine suggested like a digital greeting card where you could put your own picture there. But I really want it to be business specific. I want it to be something that can help you be more successful in the month of December with your crochet business. So if you've got any ideas of something that would be helpful, I could do another pack of Christmassy wrap labels. I could do, I could make like a gift guide template so you could send it to your email list or post it on social media and just fill it in with your own pictures. I could maybe make some sort of color chart situation, like Christmas color palette ideas with I love this yarn, something like that. Chastity said she loves the gift tag idea. Guess I would have to think about that. About how it would help your all's businesses. Oh, I like the gift guide template idea. Okay. It would be a Canva thing, but it would be, if you have a free Canva account, you'd be able to use it. And I could make it where you can change the colors to be like your brand colors. It could be fun. We are almost done. Okay. Wait. I saw a hair. I don't want it to be all entangled that I can't get it off of there. Now let me see if this is a stitch or just, it should be a stitch. Yes. This last green one is a stitch because my join was red. So this is where my last 2 stitches are going to go. Then we're going to join into the top of our first double crochet, but we are not going to join with the red. Well, I'm not. If you want to go with the same color and knock yourself out, I'm going to grab my white. Here's that hair. That is what I'm going to be alternating between white and red. So grab the white and pull through and then chain 2. Perfect. Easy peasy. We will not be turning our work for the rest of the length of the dress. So we're always just going to be going in the same direction. This would be a great time to use self-striping yarn if you wanted to. The only thing that'd be funky is the double crochets. If it was single crochets, for sure. But it would still look pretty good because you're not turning your work. So the pattern for the yarn itself would flow really nicely if you wanted to do self-striping yarn. Okay, so rows 9 through 18, we're just going to double crochet 1 time. So that was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, 10. I think we got 10 rows left. Yeah, 8 plus 10 is 18. 10 rows left of double crochets all the way down. So that is going to be a lot. We can also do our seam tip that we've been doing both days of Crochetmas already. So if you don't want the seam of your dress to go in one direction, you can alternate where you start your first stitch. So I will do that for the next row. I'll change my starting position and my ending position. But this part is easy. This is the part where you turn on your favorite show and listen to it while you crochet. I'm rewatching a show called Elementary. It's like a Sherlock Holmes story. I love Sherlock Holmes, anything. And I was like cleaning my house and listening to it and crocheting and listening to it. And I think I've seen, maybe it's the Meta glasses where you can watch something in the background of your vision. And I've always been like, no way. I ain't putting those devil glasses on my face. Not happening. No way. But then I was crocheting and not being able to like watch it while I crochet. And I thought, you know what? Those Meta glasses would be very handy. I'm a little bit cautious of using wireless anything. I prefer plugged in when possible. But like, I'm about tired of all the extra work I'm putting on myself just because I'm refusing to take advantage of the technology around me. It would make life a lot easier. It's a good show. I like it too. I've seen a lot of the different Sherlock Holmes like movies and shows. I think it's fun. This Elementary does a very unique twist on the regular characters that are in most of the Sherlock videos and movies. I like it. I think it's good. I feel like it's not. I think there's like a little bit of language, but it's not horrible. I'm pretty sure. If it is, I've tuned it out. I don't watch it with Ava because it can be a little gruesome. It's like a crime thing. But that's the main reason. It's not like super raunchy or vulgar like Suits. Suits has the worst language. Well, not the worst. The worst language is Orange is the New Black. Do not watch that. The language is awful. But Suits is pretty bad too. They're trying to portray like, I don't know, lawyer men. And I guess they have to use the F-bomb in order to be taken seriously because it's the only word that they use. And the GD also, I don't love it. I think I stopped watching that one. I can't remember. It's an old show anyway. I think they might be bringing it back though. Look how cute this is going to be with the stripes and the green. If I was going to give her shoes, they would be green. That would be very cute. If I get a free moment, maybe I'll make her some green. I also want to make little metal coat hangers so I can hang up her dresses and then she could like look through them to see which one she wants to wear. Deborah, you should do that since you have so many dolls. I think that's my last one. Yeah, that is the join right there. So I'm going to join into the top of my first double crochet by switching back to my red. I'm just going to let them hang out. I won't have a billion tails to sew in. That'll be nice. Chain 2. Now I'm going to make my first stitch. It's not going to be where I joined. It's going to be this one over here. And then my last stitch will be where I joined because my seam is starting to get wonky. So I'm going to straighten her out. I started over. I'm loving the way yours is looking, so I'm going to watch the replay and make it in these colors. Ooh, fantastic. It's very festive. I'm a sucker for this. Like, I think Ava's Christmas stocking might be in these colors. Which I didn't release that pattern. It's the same as my other 2 stockings. It's just made with, I think, double crochets or half double crochets. But I think this is what Ava's looks like, with the toe and the heel being the green. Oh, Chastity, maybe. That's a good idea. Or even like a little skirt. Could probably. So, Chastity, if you wanted to make a skirt, I would just make a chain that fit around the waist of the doll and then make it into a circle and single crochet all the way around and make sure it fits. If you didn't want to make it into a circle, if you wanted to make it to where it like tied, you could just make it. Yeah, I would just try to make it to slip on if you could. I think that would be the easiest, depending upon your level of crochet skill, I guess, like how long you've been doing it. But then make your next row 2 in each stitch. And then go from there. It doesn't matter what the count is. Then you can make a little skirt super easily. Use a small yarn and a small hook so you can get a little bit like detailed and less like bulky. I think that would look really nice. Oh my gosh, Christina, meatballs sound fantastic. Don't forget to grab your freebie, Christina. acraftyconcept.com/Merry, like Merry Christmas. Chastity, am I saying it correctly? Chastity. I think it's, if you end up trying this exact pattern with a smaller hook for an elf, let me know. That's a very good idea. Probably need to do that. Man, now I want meatballs. Gabe and Ava made dinner for themselves. Chicken, I think. I said I will eat after Crochetmas. I had a big lunch. I had a big frozen lasagna. But this is the rest of the dress. Like, we just keep double crocheting for days until we get a total of 18 rows. And then we will come back up here and make the straps, add the buttons, and then we'll add our faux fur trim to make it festive. I really don't want this one to take 2 hours. Where are we at on time? Oh, 40 minutes. Okay. I mean, maybe we can get it in there if I can go fast enough. Get it under the 2-hour mark. I am going to change day 9 from, I'm sorry, Christina, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to change it from the Addie Bear Lovey. My last one is going to go in right up next to my starting chain because I made my first one over a little bit. We're going to change it to the Christmas tree idea that we had in day, was it day 2? Day 1. That one got the most votes in the poll in your emails. So I think that's the one we're going to go with. I think it'd be fun. And also, I don't think it'll take a whole lot of yarn. So it might be a very good stash buster. I love a good stash buster. Scraps. I'm sorry, Chastity. I think it'll just take us like way too long. I don't think it's a very good Crochetmas option. I did make Lila's going to love this. I made a mini Addie Bear with my 22 needle knitting machine. Ava uses it for her American Girl doll. It's very cute. Maybe this year I can release that one too. There is a full video, Chastity, for the Addie Bear Lovey, the crocheted version. So you can definitely watch the video here on YouTube. But I know it's not the same as crocheting them here together. Man, I wish I could make little elf shoes for this dress, like pointy toe elf shoes. Will be so cute. Just crocheting around. I do know that I will end on a red because I pre-counted them just to know how to do my stripes. I didn't want to end on a white and then do white fur trim. So I needed to know how to start, and it's red. You end and start. If you change it every row like this, you'll end and start with the same color. Another dress that could be very cute would be a solid lime green dress with a lime green faux fur trim and then crochet a little heart on it. Wouldn't it be cute? I have a niece that has a Gracie doll that I made for her, and she loves it. And she's also obsessed with the Grinch. And I think that she would like a lime green dress with a heart on it. That's okay, Carly. The replay will be here. I was trying to jump into the crochet portion as fast as I could, trying to limit my chit chat, which is the hardest part of this because I am a chit chatter. But because I was a little worried about how long this one would take too. Probably going to be, my elbow's probably going to be really hot after this. I got my sleeve on in preparation, but it's still taking a little longer to get all these rows. This is a lot of stitches because of the flow of it. My daughter was asking about how did this go? And she was like, can you see other people? And I was like, no. And she's like, but they can see you. And I said, yes. And she said, then why were you saying, oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. And I was like, mine that I was crocheting was cute. Talking about the hamsters that we made yesterday. And I said, they can show me pictures on Instagram. She was trying to understand what we got going on here. Okay. I'm going to go again in this stitch. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Toby. Thank you, Britt. Ooh, working on an Etsy order. I love it, Susie. There's a little, not a little girl. She's like 17 that goes to my church. And she's been making the little like chubby cats. And she's got a ton of orders for those. I'm trying to like, I don't know, encourage her and also like, not encourage her to be able to get her orders out, but encourage her to grow her business and stick with it and, I don't know, stay motivated and positive. She's a really sweet girl. I like her a lot. I like her whole family. We went on a double date with her parents to throw axes a couple weeks ago. It was fun. What'd you forget, Jamie? We're still here. The party's still going. You can go to acraftyconcept.com/Merry, like Merry Christmas, to grab the ad-free PDF for the Gracie doll. If anybody has tuned in later and didn't see the secret URL for today's Show Up Live free gift, that is it. Go grab that while you can and then jump back over here and hang out with us. Another thing we've been talking about is what kind of digital freebie I could create for you guys that would help you run your business in the month of December. I just in my mind thought someone would be like, hey, Ashley, the content calendar would be great. It would. Still working on it. It's not finished. It's going to be after January before the thing is finished, but it's free, so that's good. I'm working on it. It's very, 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 very difficult to run a business and homeschool your kid at the same time. Not the homeschooling part. The homeschooling part is easy and fun, and I love it. It's all of the other times that we are together 24/7. Oh, loaf cats. Yes. Loaf cats. I believe that's what they're called. Very cute, and they are selling like crazy. Oh, I meant to hide that banner for my friend. I'm overthinking this, of course. Now I think the grandkid dolls definitely need the matching shoes with the jingle bells. Thanks, Lynn. And red bows for the girls. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. I miss the whole jingle bell talk. I have a bunch of jingle bells, all different sizes, because I hoard things and I collect things. I'm not digging this lighting. I know that you guys aren't complaining because you're the best, but I'm not digging it. It's because it's pitch black dark outside. Also, it's winter. So even if it wasn't pitch black dark, it would still be pretty dang dark. Imagine a crochet along Gracie doll crochet along with accessories. Toby, I don't know how long it would take us. I guess we could make one arm on camera together, and then your homework could be make the second arm. And then the next day we can make a foot, and then, a leg, and then the homework be make a leg. And then the next day we could do the head portion, maybe the front head and body, and then the next day you could do the back head and body, or have you do the back for homework? I don't know. Okay, let's grab my white here. It would be fun though. I have lots of ideas for Gracie doll accessories. I also have lots of ideas for other animals, specifically a mouse. I think a cute little Gracie doll mouse would be so cute. Maybe Christina, after the holidays. I don't know. Let's see. How's my seam? I'm going to jump this one a little bit forward. I could make a ruffly Gracie doll dress. I could make a Christmas tree Gracie doll dress, like a little star headband. Be so cute. I was thinking too, the Gracie doll hat. How easy would it be to turn this into a Christmas tree? A Christmas tree. You just leave off the brim portion, make this thing green, and then do either the crocodile stitch or make a big long scalloped row separately and either sew it or hot glue it to that puppy, and then add like little ornaments. That would be so cute. Oh, I would love it. I think a Gracie doll, a whole business selling Gracie dolls and Grayson dolls and accessories would be like, that would be something that I would want to do if I was doing finished pieces. I would like for it to be like a luxury situation, kind of like American Girl doll vibes meets Build-A-Bear vibes. It would give each of my dolls their own personality. I would have the humans, but also a couple animals like the unicorn that's already live, but also a little mouse or a little fox or a little raccoon. I would love it. I also thought about making like Halloween costumes for her that she could wear. Like I could do this and that'd be the only type of patterns I release is Gracie Doll stuff. I'd like to do a Gracie Doll book one day, if maybe when Ava's out of my house. So Ava's middle name is Grace. So the Gracie Doll is named after Ava, and the Grayson doll is just the boy version of Gracie. I thought they sounded cute together. 10 a.m. in Australia. Lovely. Welcome, Australia. I'm a little worried I might run out of red. I think we're going to be in trouble. I think I have more in here, so I won't have to run too far. I'm using red in my pillows that I'm making at nighttime. So I have red. It just might not be in here. Trying to make sure I've caught up on all the comments here. I think we probably have red and then white and then red left. So that was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope, 2. More than that. I'm going as fast as I can. My granddaughter's name is Grace Lynn, and we call her Gracie, so I have an extra love for her. I love that. So Maria said, yes, please, a book. Let's see, I think it was October 2019, I think. I was approached by a book publishing company to release a book. They wanted me to do home decor pieces, like the cactus pillow, things like that. We did like an interview thing on the phone, and we talked money and like all the things, where it would be published, all the things. It would have been sold in like Hobby Lobby, in Barnes and Noble, like all the places, and it would have been really super cool. But that was right before I was getting ready to launch Crochet Boss Academy, and they did not want me to make the book have anything to do with finished piece sellers. Like, I just wanted it to be like a crochet pattern book, not anything about business. And that, to me, was not ideal customer specific enough for me in that season of life. I was building my business around helping business owners sell their finished pieces. So I turned it down. And I don't regret it at all. That was definitely the right decision. If it's not ideal customer specific, it will not help you grow your business in the long run, in the big picture. But the fact that they even approached me about it means it's a possibility to maybe one day make a Gracie doll book. Ooh, Ireland. So cool. My husband's company works with people in Northern Ireland. They both have, he works at like a factory, and they've got some in Northern Ireland also. I like it when he works with them because we get to hear their accents. I'm going to run out of red, and I'm going to grab another red, and it might not be the same. Hopefully you won't be able to tell it as closely with white in between. That's not enough. I don't even think I have enough to do another row after this row. So I'm going to grab some extra red, and hopefully you can't tell that it's 2 different dye lots. It might even be 2 different, because Hobby Lobby has 2 colors of red that are very, 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 very similar. One is more like fire engine red, and one is a little bit deeper. Is that the word that we can? Oh, they went to Ireland for their honeymoon. That's so fun. Gabe and I went to Cancun for our honeymoon, and then Bahamas for our 10-year. And our 15-year was last week, and we went to Thanksgiving. We did go out the day before, though. We went out to dinner and then shopping. And then, what else? I feel like we did. Oh, we got massages. It was lovely. I love a massage. It's one of my favorite things to do, period, is get massaged. Gabe scheduled the whole thing as a surprise for me. And then we got a text from the masseuse. Gabe got a text from her. She was warning us of construction, that we might want to leave a little early. And it was my lady that I've been going to for the last 5 years. Gabe didn't know that that's who he was setting it up with because they recently switched locations and then changed their business name because the previous business name was location specific, and now they're in a new location, so they had to change their name. He had no idea that this was the lady I've been going to pretty regularly over the last 5 years. She thought he knew. So, because when we got there, she thought he had done that on purpose. But it said Kim, and I was like, my Kim? It was funny. We went to Thanksgiving. We did. I love all accents, Laura. I love Ireland, Northern Ireland, Scottish, British, all the different British. There's like so many different dialects of British. I love them all. Do we have 2 Ireland friends here? Oh, no. Lila said that she went to Ireland. Okay, I see. I'm all caught up. After this row, I will grab my other red, which should be over there. I wish I could just keep my hands going and then I step away and take a drink of my Dr. Pepper and go grab my other red that I need. We're almost done. We're getting close. Looks like a beautiful little peppermint. Oh my gosh, how cute would it be if we made Gracie Doll gingerbread people? Like brown. And then we could make frosting with puff paint around the wrists and ankles. That would be cute. Because Gracie's shape, if she was solid brown, she would just look like almost like the girl sign for bathroom with like a stick person but with a dress on. I think she would look like that. That would be very cute. And you could put the little dress on her. We need to try that. Somebody needs to try that. Let me see it. Wish I could make all the things at all the times. That would be so cute. It's so cute. I'm off to bring my daughter to dance. Don't forget to grab the freebie, Jory. craftyconcept.com/Merry. Like Merry Christmas. Because it will be gone as soon as this live is over. But have fun at dance. Laura said, sounds adorable. It will be very cute. I do have gingerbread on the mind, though, because that's the pillow I'm working on. And also I made Ava's bed look like a gingerbread house. And I've been editing those videos and stuff, so I've got gingerbread on my mind. Gumdrop buttons. Not the gumdrop buttons. It would be so cute. Oh, Laura's loving the nutcracker. I just posted part 14. I'm trying to crop out some of the chit chat to make it go a little bit faster. They're still not finished though. And now my room is set up for Crochetmas, so my filming is way off. But I need to try to work on it. Maybe tomorrow. Gabe works from home on Wednesdays, so maybe I can work on that tomorrow for a little bit. We shall see. I still have a couple more minutes of footage for other parts, but I need to get the next set up. The gingerbread house series is completely finished. I just haven't shared any of it yet. It's going to be so cute. You're going to love it. Okay, let's grab some more red. I think I have some right here, hopefully. Yes. Good. Ooh, maybe take a stretch. Oh, take a little Dr. Pepper break. Okay. It's important for your body. Okay. And we're back. I don't think you'll be able to tell that I switched reds. I think we'll be fine. Hopefully. Okay. We should have red, white, red left. Oh my gosh, if you made this blue, you got yourself a 4th of July dress. Could put some little stars on it with puff paint. Precious. So many things you can do with the Gracie doll. Oh, a little deer. That would be sweet. Like a sweet little deer doll. Ugh, quit. Okay. And Happy New Year. How's everybody else's dresses coming? Those of you who are able to work on them. And then we'll see who was working on Etsy orders. Was it Susie? How's your Etsy orders coming? I keep dropping stitches. If the Lovies and Steffi's business ever fades for me, I was thinking I could totally move into being a Gracie Doll shop. Absolutely, Christina. You would be perfect for it. But I really think your Lovies is going to take off. I think you've got a very good business, like branding and idea, and I think you've got the right mindset. I think you're going to be in good shape with those. Once you get everything situated and ready to go, I would make your next move some sort of collaboration with either like a baby boutique or some sort of nursery room decor shop, something like that. Maybe even, hopefully, somebody that's got a little bit more followers than you do, so you can grow a little bit, but it's also going to help them as well. So I think that would be my first step that I would take once everything is up and running and good to go. I think a collab would be a great way to get your feet off the ground and get sales going very quickly. The fact that yours is so niched is going to make it very easy for other people to want to work with you. It's going to also make it very easy for people to know, like at markets, if they see you at markets, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Stephanie needs that. It's going to be very easy because of how well branded and niche it is. Nearly ready to make the last body part, making another custom forever pet for a repeat customer. These feed my soul because I know how loved they are. That is so sweet. Christmas. Oh, Christina, the Gracie Doll Biz would be fabulous. Working on her regular job. Oh, Jessie, I'm so glad you were able to tune in. Don't forget to grab the freebie if you don't have it already. Oh, market prep. Oodles of your cup cozies. I'm so happy to hear that. Somebody messaged me in the last couple of days, and they said that they made crafty facial rounds for one of their markets, and they were selling like hotcakes because people were using them as stocking stuffers. I think those are a really good one. I like to gift those to people myself too when I need gifts. Coffee cozies and crafty facial rounds are my go-to. Okay, I think we have one more white and then one more red. And then I think we're all set. Oop. Okay. I love it. Maybe if I get a chance, I'll make a lime green one just for fun, or to give to my niece. She would love it. I have a bunch of green faux fur that I could use. I do prefer a thinner faux fur for this pattern. So thinner than the one we used for the Crafty Boho Santa hat. That's a thicker faux fur. I like to use a thinner one. I consider it like a worsted weight faux fur. I don't know if that's real, like if that's a real something other people would say, but it makes sense in the way my brain is. Can you guys even hear the music? I think I might have turned it down too low. Ugh. Oh, needs my fingerprint. Oh. What happened? Oh. There we go. They are beautiful. I'd never made a cozy before. The other day I was crocheting some of the Claire cozies to gift to my nurses for Christmas. Oh, that's so sweet, Christina. I bet they loved that. I'm glad you like the pattern. It's a fun one. They're perfect for this time of year because I drink iced coffee from Starbucks. Like if I'm out. If I'm home, I have a hot one. But if I'm out, I drink iced coffee all year long. And the cozies are very good for not letting my hands freeze off because it's 20 degrees outside and it's so freaking cold. Last year, I made cup cozies for all my daughter's teachers and therapists. She's special needs, so there's a lot. They all still talk about how they use them a year later. That's so good. My 2-year-old is watching with me and giggles. Oh, her fingerprint. What fingerprint? What'd I do? That's sweet, though. A bunch of my softball players that's on mine and Gabe's softball team, they watch a lot of my videos. They love it. They're so sweet. What? Oh, I made that one. Right, that one. Okay, perfect. Ooh, we're almost done with the length of the dress. So cute. Oh, it needed my fingerprint to get into the computer. I see. Sorry. I forgot. I literally had just said it and then forgot. Forgot I said it. Yeah, it's a MacBook. You can type a code or you can give it your fingerprint. Of course, I gave it my fingerprint because I love technology so much. Okay. Last row should be, I'm going to double count, but it should be, this should be the last row. Okay. Let's move it to this one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Fantastic. The pattern was great. They are so beautiful. I will have to share a photo with you when I'm done with them all. Yes, please. I can't wait. I need to make some just to have on hand. We have a gift cabinet where I collect gifts all year long for people. And like when Ava goes to friends' birthday parties or our relatives' birthday parties, I just have a little gift closet. If I see things that are on sale, I'll buy like a bunch of the things. And I need to put some more Claire cozies in there. Ugh. We're going to make hand sanitizer keychains later this Crochetmas. It is on day 5, so in 2 days. That one would also make a great gift. That's a fun one that I don't feel like I give enough attention to it on my platform. I released it in 2020, like April maybe of 2020, maybe a little later. But it's a good one. I just need to promote it more, let people know that it's there. I think it'd make great Christmas gifts too. Great teacher gifts, great back to school gifts, nurses gifts, people who work in a field where they have to see a lot of people. So like doctor's offices, retail, because they might want to have their hand sanitizer at the ready. You know what I just realized too? I need to get some hand sanitizer so I can show you guys what it looks like in there once it's finished. I might still have some somewhere. If not, I need to get me some. I'm looking forward to that. I tried to make one and it came out huge. Oh, goodness. Cozy because it's summer here now. Oh, Carly, you can. Carly, you can. You just have to save it for later. The hand sanitizer cozy is not a cozy thing. It just holds around your hand sanitizer so you can put it on like a backpack or a purse. It makes it a keychain. Same for the chapstick holder. The coffee cozy is just a reusable coffee sleeve that you can slip onto a coffee cup, like a disposable coffee cup. That way people can, 1, accessorize, but 2, save the planet, things like that. So those can be used all year round too. Okay, one more. Boom. Boom, ba-doom. Okay, now we can add our faux fur trim. So I'm going to just make sure everything's nice and tight down here. And I'm going to cut my white yarn, finish with this guy. Just going to plop it in the floor and finish with this guy, leaving a tail long enough to sew in. I'm going to grab my faux fur, which I believe is Bernat Pipsqueak. I talked about it at the beginning of this video. I was going to use Red Heart Hygge. That's how you pronounce it. But it was cream. So we're going with Bernat Pipsqueak. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to grab my textured yarn. Just like I was switching to my white worsted weight. Now I'm just switching to my white textured yarn. Chain 1. And we're going to single crochet around. But I think I added a few stitches when I did it the first time. I can't remember. Yes. Is it all of them or just every other one? Let me see. 1, 2. Might be all of them. That's a pretty thin fur. This one's a little bit thicker. So I might be adding, I'm going to single crochet here. Just doing single crochets instead of the double crochets. If I feel like it is, yeah, I think I'm going to add some increases. Just some random increases. So that was one, I'll tell you every time I increase. And I'm just trying to do that so it doesn't get like tightened at the bottom, which it shouldn't. Let's go every other one. Let's go every other one will increase. Well, Lord. Okay, redo. I don't think it's super necessary with this yarn because it's not as thin as the Hygge. But I think we'll just try it anyway. So we'll single crochet, and I'm going to single crochet increase in the next one. And then single crochet in the next one, increase. I'm a little bit worried about using this yarn around the armholes. Single, increase. I'm just going to do that all the way around because it is a little bit bulkier than the Hygge, but it looks so cute. It should work. And it doesn't matter if you like change up where you do increases or where you don't. Nobody's going to be able to tell. I can't even look at my previous one and tell when I did them, if I did them or not. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to do, I don't know, random increases. Because I think that might make it look a little bit more shapely. Let's see. And then after this, we will do our straps and then add the faux fur to the top portion and then sew on our buttons, which I'll probably do off camera for the sake of time. And then Bob's your uncle. Almost done. Ding, ding, ding. That's what I love about faux fur yarn. I love that it hides all of your imperfections. Gives you a lot of wiggle room. So cute. The dress is adorable. Thank you. Octopuses for the babies in the NICU. That's so sweet. Teaching some of the other teachers in my school. I teach middle school how to crochet. Oh, I love it. That's so sweet, Christina. I do love that the young people are all starting to crochet now. There's a bunch of the Gen Z learning to crochet, and I love it. The next generation. This would be good for making snowballs or bubble bugs. I think that's why I bought it, because I was trying to get some bubble bug alternatives because Spin Ella was discontinued, sadly, but I have a ton of it. because it was discontinued and on clearance. We are very close to being finished. You know what I just thought of? If you wanted to make a Gracie doll dress when you put something on the chest like a heart or a bow or something, you could probably put it on your doll backwards where it buttons in the back. That way you have the whole front without being obstructed from the buttons. Or you could put the buttons on the inside and then have to button it this way. If you wanted more of the space, you could embroider something, you could puff paint something, you could sew on like a little button that looks like a bow or something like that, like a bead. But if you ever needed more space on the front of your Gracie doll dress and you don't want to be obstructed by the buttons, you could either just flip it around, let her wear it backwards, or sew the buttons on the inside. Okay. Let's see, where's my red? There it is. Perfect. Join into the top somewhere. There we go. And now we can cut our yarn. Okay. Woo. Tie off. Perfect. Oh, I wish it wasn't on a white background. Cute. Okay, now we're going to make our straps. I will also sew in all of my tails off camera. Just using a tapestry needle. Easy peasy. Okay, so to make the straps, it says using your G hook again, put your hook into the first stitch in row 1 of the back piece, right here, where we left our working yarn nice and long at the beginning. So we're going to insert our hook into the first stitch in row 1 of the back piece of your dress and grab the yarn you left attached, pull up a loop, and chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Skip the first 4 chains and single crochet in the back bump of the last 5 chains. This is creating our buttonhole. Lila says that she just sews them together. She doesn't even use buttons. Love it. That is, if that's quicker, awesome. Because if you're trying to sell these, the quicker you can make something, the better. So we're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and going in this guy here, this back bump, we're going to single crochet our first of 5 stitches. 1, 2, and that chain 4 that we left open is our buttonhole, our button loop. 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to single crochet across, but I don't know if we start in the slip stitch into the first stitch of row 1 where our chain is coming out. So we're going to slip stitch down into that space where we pulled up our yarn and did our chain 9. In that same space, we're going to plop a slip stitch there, single crochet 10 across the back. So we have 1, 2, and we're just working on the other side of the starting row for row 1 of the back piece. I feel like the rubber handle of this hook is getting loose. I've used this one a lot. And I stopped counting, but I think I know where I should end. 1 more, yes. Okay, now chain 9. Skip the first 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip the first 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And single crochet 5 in the back bump. That's personal preference, but I do think it gives it a cleaner look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it says to slip stitch into the last stitch from row 1. So the unworked stitch right here, we're going to make a slip stitch, and now we can tie off. You can see we got plenty of yarn left over. That's better than not having enough. And then we can sew in all of our tails and add our button. But we're going to do, see, that would look fine as the front of the dress too. If you didn't want your buttons on the front, you could put your buttons in the back, or you could still make this the front and then put your buttons on the inside. That would work just as fine. Now we're going to do our faux fur around the top of the dress. You see, yes, we're going to go all the way around, like the armholes, the front, the back, the whole thing. The whole edge is going to be made with the fur. So we're going to insert, actually, where's that one's tail? Why is that so loose? There it is. I think I'm going to tie these together so it's not being loose, because it was getting sprawled out. I'm going to tie those together and then see if I need to do it on the other side. Nope. Okay. Now flip it right side out again, because I flipped it to see better. Get all them tails in there. Nobody's going to know. Now I'm going to join. Let's join over here where the seam is anyway. That's where I'm going to insert my hook. Now, we made this part with the smaller hook. I don't know if I can handle it with this. Let's try. If you can't use your smaller hook with your faux fur, you can use the bigger one, but I'm going to try to keep it with the smaller one. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches on the armpit, give or take. So I'm going to join my yarn here, chain 1, and we're just going to single crochet up this side. It is in the raw, so you're making up spots for your hook to go. There's not exactly perfect spots. That's 1, 2, and it doesn't have to be the exact same count as mine. 3, and it might vary based on your type of yarn too. 4, 5, it looks like we're going to have 6. 6. Then I'm going to push the strap. How did I do it for this one? Yes, I'm going to push the strap forward like this to get it out of my way. And we are going to just keep going. So the strap is coming out of this stitch here, and there's 12 stitches across the top of the back. So I'm going to insert my hook into that stitch. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. I think that, okay, so that's not the first one. The first one is where this is coming out of. So there's 10 in between the 2 straps. So we should have 10 single crochets with our faux fur here. Give me some slack. And I'm just going to crochet right on around it. It's not going to affect anything. That's 1, 2, let's do 3, and then I'll show you. 3. See, it doesn't affect anything, and you can't tell what it looks like because it's faux fur. It's just gorgeous. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're just gonna, you're gonna go here, pushing it forward, and then we're gonna crochet back down this side. We had 6 on this side. Hopefully it's 6 again. Oh, sorry. Hopefully it's 6 again, but we shall see. It's not super important that it be exactly the same. You won't be able to tell. That's 1, 2. I feel like it's going to be closer to 7 this time. 3. Not closer to, more like 4. 5. It's going to be 7. Oh my gosh. It's going to be 8? That's too many. That's too many. Maybe I got, my first one was in the strap hole. Where's my hole? Stay calm. Okay. Let's look at it again. So let's go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 should be. I'm going to try again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you know what? It does have 7, but we're going to keep it going. So we'll probably end up adding the 7th one once we get back over here. So they're probably still going to be the same. So now we're going to crochet, let's see, at least one right here in this little armpit. I think that's where the tail is. I'm just going to go right there in that little armpit space for one. And then we're going to go back up this side and then around and back down. So at least we got around those straps already, which is nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, 6, if I can get it. Come on, baby. Get on through there. There you go. 6. Now we're at the top of the dress right here. So I'm going to, it's an edge. So I'm going to put 2 if I can squeeze them in here. If I can't, I won't do it. But hopefully I'll be able. That's 1. And then another one. That way it kind of curves around easier. So then we should have 10. And then 2 in the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Isn't it 12? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be able, nobody can tell. I can't tell. But we're going to put 2 in this corner here. So both of the corners have 2. Just to make it, whoop, 1 and 2. And then we're going to go back down. We're almost done. It's going to be so pretty. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then the one in the armpit here. That should be good. There we go. And then we'll join back in. I think that's plenty. Join back into the first one, and we can tie off. Okay. Perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Get in there. I'm going to zoom out so you can see a little better. Let me try to hide these so they're not so distracting. The straps do come with more tails to sew in, but it's definitely worth it. It fits this size doll. It is for the Gracie doll. This is you can grab the ad-free PDF completely free just for showing up live today. If you go to craftyconcept.com/Mary, you can get the full pattern to make this whole thing, including the dress, the shoes, all of it. This is just a modification of the dress so we can make it a little bit more festive with some faux fur, and we decided very last minute to add some stripes. Look how fun with some little green shoes and maybe like a little green hair bow. She would be so festive and perfect. I am going to be using white buttons. I think that would look nice. Oh, yeah. like little icy white buttons. So cute. And then I'll just sew them on with a sewing needle, going through all 4 of those holes, sewing it on nice and tight. Also in all of my tails, I'll do all of that off camera. And then I'll post it in my Instagram stories, probably tomorrow though, because it is very dark. But I do want to slip her into this one so you guys can kind of get a visual on how it would look. Maybe. Wait, come on. Come on. Also, you can, if you did a solid color, this would give you a little bit of an idea of what it would look like. I think pink would be gorgeous. She's got her little slip on because she's modest. I'm going to go in from the top to try to push down all those tails. Oh, let's see. Shift 1. There we go. There's also a tutorial for how to give her braids instead of the space buttons that the pattern comes with. So that would button there. She's in splits. Show off. Look how cute and festive. Ready to go look at Christmas lights. I love it. I wish the camera wasn't pointing the way that it is. It is so festive and cute. I am obsessed with it. So, so cute. And when I put on her little Santa hat. She's ready for a Christmas party. She's ready to go. She just needs her little green shoes. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, obsessed. Now I need to make a life-size one so I can wear it. And then we can be twinsies. I love it. Precious. Okay, if you guys made one tonight, be sure to tag me if you post any pictures because I'm obsessed with these and I want to see them. Donna, I'm talking to you. She's beautiful. Well done. Susie also wants a dress just like her. Maybe Ava needs a matching dress. Maybe if my elbow could handle it. Yes, it is. Vanessa, the green sparkle yarn is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I believe it's called Jelly Bean Green. Everybody was thinking about making it life size. It would be so cute. Might be a little heavy. Marcia. These dresses will also fit an 18-inch doll. If you wanted to. Ava has one and I could go get it for you, but I'm not going to run off camera and dig for it. But it will fit though. I have tried them on her. So you could market it as an 18-inch doll dress. Going shopping. Bye, Carly. Ah, so fun. I love how it turned out. I'm glad that you guys love it too. Oh, Deborah said some 4th graders were crocheting. That's so awesome. Ugh, I love it. Okay, friends, before we go, make sure you go to craftyconcept.com/Mary so you can grab this ad-free PDF absolutely at 0 cost for you. But as soon as this live is over, this thing goes away. The link will not work. So don't save the link. Save the file to your device. That way you will have it and you can just collect them. And by the end of this thing, you can have 10 new free crochet patterns if you join me live for the all 10 days of Crochetmas. Tomorrow's is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be making soap sacks or a soap holder. Same thing, different words. So we will be using cotton yarn. I need to make some of these anyway, so that is perfect timing. They make excellent Christmas gifts. Stocking stuffers, you can pair them with a bar of soap. You could pair them with some crafty facial rounds. They would make a great little set. Making a little spa basket would be very cute. Tons of options. So be sure to tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to get you to get the free pattern, but also to come crochet a soap sack with me. Hopefully this one will be less than 2 hours as well. We kept this one right around, like that's where the timer is. You probably can't see it, but it's about 1 hour and 30 minutes. So that's not too bad. I will call this one a victory. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go grab this before I say goodbye. I don't want you to miss out on it. And if you are not on the Crochetmas VIP list, you need to sign up for this guy tonight So you can get all of the free things that I send in the emails every single morning. So far, it's been wrap labels and a coloring page. Tomorrow, oh, and today was the adoption certificate. Tomorrow should be the soap sack product tags in your inbox. I will see you 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Santa's coming. Santa! I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.